we're going to talk about subtracting integers. Subtraction has a definition in terms of addition. A minus B is defined to be the sum of A and not B, but the opposite of B. So A minus B is A plus negative B. This means that all subtraction problems can be rewritten as addition problems. So you don't need to know anything about subtraction. You only need to know how to rewrite subtraction as addition and then how to add integers. So if I have 7 minus 4, I can rewrite that using the definition. First number stays the same, then addition of the opposite. I was subtracting 4, so the opposite of 4 is negative 4. 7 plus negative 4. Remember, my suggestion with addition was to think money. I have $7, I owe $4, so I have $3. 3 minus negative 5. Rewrite subtraction as addition. The first number stays the same, subtraction becomes addition, and we add the opposite. The opposite of negative 5 is positive 5. So 3 plus 5. I have 3, I have 5, I have 8. Negative 4 minus 1. Rewrite as addition. Negative 4, your first number stays the same, plus we were subtracting 1, so we're going to add a negative 1. Add the opposite. I owe 4, I owe 1, so I owe 5. Negative 6 minus negative 7. Rewrite subtraction as addition. First number stays the same. I was going to subtract a negative 7. The opposite of negative 7 is a positive 7. I owe 6, I have 7. My net is I have 1. Negative 8 minus negative 2. Rewrite subtraction as addition. Negative 8 plus, I was subtracting a negative 2, so the opposite of negative 2 is positive 2. I owe 8, I have 2, so my net is that I owe 6. Now, the thing here to notice is I don't want to always have to rewrite. I want to be lazy if I can. Some steps I will have to show, but 7 minus 4, I just want to be able to say that 7 minus 4 is 3. I do not want to have to rewrite that. So, what I'm going to tell you to do is, yes, you can always go with the definition, but when you see subtraction, remember subtraction doesn't exist. It's always addition. So I'm going to be adding a 7, and I'll take the sign. Add a 7 and add a negative 4. Add a negative 4 and add a negative 1. I owe 4, I owe 1, so I owe 5. And we don't need to do that rewriting step on either of those. Now on these, where you do have a double negative, in clearing parentheses, you would need to rewrite that. So if I have 7 minus 4, I'll read it as 7 plus a negative 4. Negative 4 minus 1, I'll read it as a negative 4 plus a negative 1. But when I have parentheses, I'll rewrite those. And a double negative, just like in English, is a positive. So if I have negative 46 minus 25, is this one I'll need to rewrite? Well, no, I don't have parentheses. So I'm going to see this as a negative 46 plus a negative 25, and I'll take that sign as part of that number. So I owe 46 and I owe 25. I'm getting deeper into debt, and I'll do my scratch work to the side. 46 and 25, and I'm adding those. Negative 71. If I have negative 78 minus negative 34, well, does this one need to be rewritten? Double negative, I've got parentheses, so yes, I do need to rewrite this. this will be negative 78 minus a negative is plus 34. I owe 78, I have 34. I'm going to still owe, I'll be in debt, my answer is going to be negative, but I'm going to be less in debt. So 78 minus 34. Negative 44. Still in debt, but less so. And we can also have multiple problems. Negative 7 minus 3 plus 2 minus negative 5 minus 6 plus negative 4. A multiple step problem. Well, just go bit by bit. Negative 7 minus 3. I owe 7 and I owe 3, so I owe 10. I haven't done anything with any of these, so I'm just going to copy. Plus 2. Now here, since I know I'm going to need to rewrite because I have parentheses, I'll go ahead and do that rewriting now. Minus negative is plus, so plus 5. Minus 6, I'll leave it as minus 6. Plus negative 4. Well, I could rewrite that just as a minus 4, but I'll leave it, since it's addition, as plus negative 4. Negative 10 plus 2. I owe 10, I have 2. My net is that I owe 8. Again, all the parts I haven't used, copy down. Do not leave it off and think you're going to remember later on. Showing all the steps in math is just like in English, writing in complete sentences and using capitalization and punctuation correctly. Negative 8 plus 5. I owe 8, I have 5, so I owe 3. Copy down the parts I haven't used. I owe 3, I owe 6, so I owe 9. I owe 9, I owe 4. My net, I owe 13. I'm out of any other numbers. This is simplified. So one step at a time, rewriting when you have to, and subtraction, think money, remembering that the sign is part of that number.